What's going on, people? We are here. We are live. We are back. It is Wednesday.
Witnessed it. Robert, you in there?
I don't see anybody in the cheese at,
Okay,
although
I thought I heard. Do you have somebody up there with you? What was it I just heard?
let me put.
Oh no, never mind. That's my machine being noisy. Never mind.
Yeah, that I was gonna say. I don't know.
Okay,
No, no.
okay. Hi people, what's going on? We back. We here.
So what's
We
funny
live.
is you had your planes all out for the beginning of the show, and I had mine out, and I put them away and put out a single sheet of paper
Oh,
with
I got
this.
that ready right over here. I just wanted to show. I
I,
just wanted to
I
see.
know. So we are at one a day, 3:35.
3:35.
With that said, anybody got time for that?
What the hell does that mean? 3:35. Have you built one today? Is that why you got the sheet out?
Oh yeah, I build mine in the mornings.
Oh,
I just do it and get it out the way.
do it and get it out of the way,
Just do
like
it and
it's a
get it out the
chore
way.
or something.
It is a chore by the end of the year. It's a chore. You're like, dang, now I gotta do it again. Like I mean, I don't know if I'm doing these one of these. I don't know if I'm doing this like
Doing is
this.
what? What are you talking about?
I mean, it's a chore, especially when you got crazy situ. Never mind. I ain't even going into it. This is my relaxed time. I ain't even trying to do that. So
Well, see.
see, I ain't even getting into it. We already got into it earlier with it. I ain't even trying. No, I ain't even talking about it tonight. I ain't even trying to do it. Uh, Dagnum, you know what? I do need to go get me something to drink because you damn stressed me out now. Uh, you
Go
go ahead
get
and
you.
take it away with your news and your hybrids, and I'll be right back.
He'll be right back. All right, people. He's gonna get a drink. I brought my drink down here before the start of the show. How y'all doing this week? Yep, we are in September 1st. This is the brand new year for IVPAC. We recognize, as we always say, school year. School year 21 was last day was yesterday. This is the first day of school year 22. We acknowledge our calendar years, kind of like our quote unquote fiscal years. Hey, there's Robert. How you doing, man? You all right? And we in on the other part of Discord if you want to if you can hop in again. Um, but yeah, dude, I was like, he said he cleaned up, brought out a sheet of paper, and I brought out all my new my ND 22s or 20. God, I keep doing that 21-2s. I got most of my test fleet out here. I don't have the whole test fleet. 18 aircraft. You can't see 4 of them. There's another one over here, and I lost the one in the pond I talked about before on its second flight. Very impressed with this little bird. I have only recently shared that you can see a couple of these right here are fin up, and the fin ups work. I'm very proud of the fact that they work just as good as the others do, and they're going to be part of the test fleet official. I'm impressed. This plane. I mean, dude, I got 18 of them already. I'm beginning to think I just need to go ahead and accept it. I mean, dude, I've even got like 3 or 4 names. It's only one plane, but I got 3 or 4 names picked out. Tests have found, things pretty exclusively, like straight the straight line trailing edge, the angled trailing edge. Some of these have them back. Some of these have them for, like just the rudders. It doesn't seem to matter. The planes don't seem to care. At least as far as that goes, doesn't seem to care how big the tail fins are, or what size they are, or what they do. It does care if they're like taped down. So these ones that are like this, obviously, as you would expect, kind of act as speed brakes. So not as good because when they're speed brakes like this, they just nose down. And this one noses up. So whoa, it got dark. What if he's got a sensor or he's trying to hide something? Anyway, yeah. There's
I
there's
turned the
that.
light
That's
out for a
good.
minute. I need to see what that looks
Um
like actually.
it looks like your exacto knives were gleaming, and that's about it. What I
Oh
wanted
my
to try to get
goodness,
at
yeah,
with
that is like black.
yeah, I can actually see your paper, and
Everything.
I can see, I can't see much. I can see the gleaming, but that's about it. Then there's a lot of
The
pixelation
gleaming's
going
got to
on.
be coming from the monitors.
Well, yeah, probably. So
I didn't even think about it.
didn't even think on it. So yeah, no, but again, impressed with these little planes. I sent my man Mark a text earlier in the week saying like, "Oh my God, they work with the fins up." Yeah,
Oh
that
yeah.
that was seriously impressive, and that of course leads to another variant for this plane. So I got two variants of this plane,
So
and
you said fins up.
18
Fins
examples.
fins up. Like show me fins down, fins up.
Fins down, fins up. So yeah, like I said, 18 planes, two variants, actually three if you count the fact that I've already enlarged it. And so like, yeah, I mean, why I haven't
How
accepted yet, I don't know.
this is one thing that like okay, so we're this isn't a tangent by any means, but this is one thing that people like you when you come up with a new design, this is what you have to do. This is like I'm not saying you have to do it because Scylla's doing it. I'm saying you have to do it because it is crucial to expanding your building process, your the way you think about how to design a plane, how to troubleshoot your building issues.
Right, right.
Because I have been stuck for the longest time on one version of a plane. I am just now, 20 years later, expanding where I need to be. Like
And
I built this new one 2 weeks ago, and what this is the only one I have. Now, when I go to build more of these, I'm gonna do exactly what. Ooh, oh, that tastes. Ooh, that is yummy. Um, exactly what Sil has done, and I'm gonna build probably 5 or 6 different versions of this plane to find out which one is going to be primary, or if
right.
this thing even flies at all. And honestly, it has gone through some craziness even just sitting up here between the
Oh, it's that up. It's
serious
just that up.
changes. Yeah, the serious changes in humidity up here in this loft have really
I see
kind of
that it's kind
stressed
of
this out
bubbled those
already.
wings. Yeah.
I mean, it was already a little bit like that when I built it, but I can
But
feel
now,
it. I left my window open,
oh,
and
damn, man,
it's been
you
getting
can't.
cold up here.
Yeah, we've actually had some cool temperatures finally the past couple days. So yeah, it's gotten pretty good up here up north. So yeah,
I'll be honest. This is the first time that I've actually been enjoying this weather.
well, yeah, this is like more standardized shit. What you've had the past couple weeks is like Florida weather.
A
But
couple weeks.
this is what it can be
It's
like.
been like a month and a half, man.
Yeah, I know it really has been a long time. Try
It's
not to
been
think about this.
brutal up here. It really has. Like I mean, it's been hot, and I mean, I'm saying that, and I'm from the South, like, and you know heat.
Yeah,
This is not like what I came up here and expected to be around. Like I expected the summer to be, 70s, 80s, and then cool off in the evening, get down to like the 60s,
no,
you know.
but summer, no, yeah, but no, summer up here is more like global warming now. So now it's like down there.
It's like stupid. Like, what did I just get myself into? I really hope this is not like the worst winter ever on record, but I hope it does like
This is going to be
just
like the most mildest ass winter ever.
it better
So
not be. It better not be like the first year I moved up here. You remember that,
yeah,
where it was
uh,
gone by February.
yeah, it's probably gonna be something like like I think what they're predicting more is like gonna be just a regular winter, and I'm like,
And I'm
yeah,
fine
maybe.
with that. I'm fine with that. That's what I'm looking forward to. Because then I can actually get out there. I have some plans and see this. We were talking about a tangent a little bit, but we're not really because this was my segue into it. Um, I plan on getting out there in the snow and actually doing some flying to do some testing uh,
Oh,
on winterproofing slash waterproofing, not with just tape, but different materials and different ways to kind of save these planes, whether
Yeah,
it's
that'll
just
be cool.
landing, whether it's like an undercoat, whether it's, the tops from, the moisture in the air, that type of thing. I'm gonna test with different things. I'm gonna see about spraying them and see if that works.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay.
So I'm gonna try a few different things and see what that does. That'll also allow me to potentially see if like spray paint and other things will like give them a unique kind of look as well.
Yeah. I can see how you. Yeah. Okay.
And I got that idea mostly from what you're doing over there with those hybrids,
Yeah.
with the black and the blue and then the white and then the you know get the color variations. Whereas you can go buy a can of spray paint and it's a primer, some spray paint, and 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 get this you know spray painted,
Make it look like something else.
and then
Okay.
you could almost camouflage it, or you could make it stand out. Like I'm gonna probably do like I think didn't you do your javelin in pink
Yes.
when you
Yeah, I
threw it in the
did.
snow? Like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like bright colors like orange, and those are like my decoy, like my trainer type um birds, like that
Oh
type
yeah.
of stuff. So take a thunderbolt and paint it completely like bright orange slash like I don't want to do green because I got way too much green around here. Um, but like bright orange, bright red, those colors. Maybe
See, it's
even
all
like a
yeah, it's all pretty
neon.
good. Yeah, all that's pretty good when you're just like out for testing. Like when you're just exploring and you're flying on your own peacetime and shit like that. Yeah, those are perfect colors for that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But I also maybe potentially want to do that with like the trainer squadron, like with my trainer birds, have them painted a certain color. Like, oh, boom, that's trainer.
Yeah.
And and here's something like how you have you so let me go look at the rules and maybe
Okay.
because maybe this will answer it, but I don't know if it will 100%.
Yeah, and if you do
So,
like Mark was alluding to though, if you do like this, if you build a test fleet, you don't even have to do it one a day. I mean, your test fleet might come to you and you have these ideas and you start building them, and all of a sudden you've got a fleet without even knowing you've got a fleet because you're trying to build through all the planes that you're trying to find which ones work and don't. So it's like, and then
so
once you realize the ones that do work, you may build 3 to 5 to who knows how many of them to make sure that like, is this really the one? And then you fly multiples like, yeah, it must be every one of these flies good. So you know what I'm saying? So you end up with 50, 60 planes right there, just going through the ones you need to know to find out which work great.
yep. And so you definitely have them on here. You have the Hatro trainer, the lead in large, lead in small, the Litro. So you have four trainers on here.
Indeed, yes. Because
But
I think that should be your standards, yeah.
correct. But my thought process on that was each individual one. So like pick one Thunderbolt and paint it the trainer color. Pick one Spider, paint it the trainer color.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So each,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have just one specific plane, but maybe I'll have like five that are painted red. So those five will go to the training squadron.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So in theory, you're not just having one type of plane in that one slot. So
Okay. That makes sense. No, I got followed. That makes sense. Okay.
you could just have one training squadron, but you'll have multiple planes that have multiple roles. that do like they do different things. So I think that's what we had before, but we always just stuck one plane as the trainer.
Well, actually, we do have like, okay, we have the four roles for the types, right? But there are five training squadrons because there is what we call the specialized training squadron. And that is the one that has, like, depending on you, of course, how you want to put it, but that's the one where, like, you, whatever's your lead in fighter trainer, obviously the basic one, but then the specialized is every one of your particular planes is in there. Like a phase would be in there, a javelin would be in there, a banshee would be in there to teach you how to fly that one. Then you progress on to the birds. Like that's the same thing as like regular Air Forces would do. You're about to lead, you're about to go, the basic trainer, then your lead-in trainer, which is like this thing's almost like the frontline fighter. But then you go to a training squadron that is teaches you how to fly that jet. Then you go to a combat squadron. Same thing. That's what we're doing. So yeah, we do have that, but that's not listed on the roll sheet because that's not a roll. That's your plane. So
Correct, but that's what like I was gonna say. It's not necessarily a role.
it's a
It's
squadron.
yeah, it's a specific squadron that would be designated to house like five of each design.
Yep, yep. And we do have those. We, like you said, you're looking at the rolls and you kind of find it. But if you go back in there and you look at the installation sheets, um, I don't think I'm probably the only one that has one.
Right.
Actually, that's not true. I think John might, but like anybody who's like fully complemented in trainers would have those. And since well, I mean, hell, even I'm not fully complemented technically, but there is one that is specialized. And if you go into the training, if you break it
No, but I'm
down,
talking about
break
like
down the
your
training,
core
and
five
it's
planes.
yeah, yeah.
Like out of those core five, you need to designate X amount to you. I mean, you should once you create your training squadron, decide where it's going to be.
Like you've got one. You've got the 45th at Paris Island.
Yep.
That is exactly that. Yeah.
Yes,
So
which is awesome because it is literally a training squadron down there. So that is what that is. So it works out really well. That's kind of cool.
right, it really is cool when you can fit them in just right. That's what I was telling you. Like the base that you got now, when you named it, what you named it, I was like, dude, that's perfect because there really is a base called that. So it's like, oh,
Shit,
that's
where do we call this
really
one?
cool.
What do we call?
Ellsworth,
Oh, that's right. That's right. Because I thought that's what we were doing. And I was trying to remember.
and it's
And
really cool
what's
to have a
is
base
it
with the
EW?
same name. What did you pick? You
Did I
roll up
pick
there.
Did I pick EW?
Have you? No, you picked ES.
Was
I
EW
guess you
available?
EW is available.
Well, then change it.
Oh, you wanted to be EW? Okay, that's cool. We can do that. We can do that.
Yeah, just
That's really funny because two of the Wisconsin ones are EW then, because I have EW also because I have one in Door County, but that's my reserve base out there.
oh,
You
that
got
is
the active duty base, EW. That's cool.
yeah that is, yeah change that to EW.
Okay, fine. EW it is. Particular reason why? Did you pick a mascot or something?
No, um, but I'm probably gonna go with the Eagles
Okay, okay.
just because that makes sense being in the Northwoods.
Yeah, no, right. Well, you can fit a lot of. You can pick the owls.
I could pick the Owls. I could pick the Bears. Um,
um. Oh, wait a minute. So why the W though?
when I think of Ellsworth, I think of EW. It just kind of
Oh, okay. No, all right. Yeah,
just
dude, that's your
like
reason. That's actually a lot better reasoning than others.
yeah, it's
That
like Ellsworth. Like it's like the two syllable the yeah the two syllables.
that's a
You
very
know,
press release sort of thing to do.
but that's what's typical when you know. And I'm not trying to be typical, but I'm just saying that when I thought of it, I was like, why did I name it ES? I still can't remember why I named it
Well,
ES.
because it actually was it made sense because that actually follows most of our because Ellsworth in Spooner, so the S was from Spooner because it was the
Oh,
base in the city, which is typically what we do. That's where the second letter typically comes from. It's like the base in the city. Like also like the same thing happens with the reserves. It's like the city in the state. That's why the one I have EW's Ephraim, Wisconsin. So they all do that.
yeah, well, I
So
might have to go through a revamp on a lot of mine then.
I mean, yeah, no, it's up to you. You can change them to whatever you want. I mean, there's quite a few
Yeah,
like MD. I've got the one down in the 333rd is MD, but that's because they're the Mad Ducks. They're going to carry the MD.
the Mighty Ducks.
You can make them whatever you want. It's just nice to make it something kind of that you know what it is when you think
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. So EW, we're changing that to EW.
There's a hydrophobic spray. That's pretty cool. And then spray the paper before you see that. Robert's saying like you got to do it before you
How
build the
is he
plane.
saying something that I can't see?
Well, you
Where's
don't
he
actually,
chatting?
he's chatting directly at YouTube, but he's not chatting in Discord. So it's not popping up on the thing unless you
No,
don't
no,
have it
no, no, no.
linked.
I have. He's chatting in YouTube.
Yeah, I've got
It
because
should
I'm
be
watching the show.
showing
So.
in. Oh, was.
Yeah, because it
Oh,
does say the chat is waiting for new messages. Ain't nothing coming up there yet.
oh, hell no.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, hell no. This little fool. You guys almost saw some grown man have a heart attack. How did you walk by 4 mousetraps and go right next to me?
He's
Oh
still
my
having mouse
goodness.
problems, man.
It's the same damn one, and he won't eat the and he won't take the bait.
He's the smart one. He's
And
the
he's
smart
sitting
one.
right here now. You can't, you couldn't have gone anywhere.
Well, in honor of your
He's
problem,
sitting right next to me, like he's
I might,
trying to be friends with me. Oh no, he ran off now.
I might just name this plane the mouse, just in honor of your mouse problem.
Oh my goodness, I can't get rid
You
of
didn't have
this
a new
guy.
design by any chance that you could call the mouse, do you?
No, that would be in Orlando.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't that be typical?
Although you could use the mascot up there as mice since you apparently have mice. That's kind of cool.
Oh man, why won't you take the bait? I've got peanut butter, I've got Tootsie Rolls, I've got all kinds of stuff out for you to eat. Just go over there and nibble on that thing, because those traps are so sensitive, your head's gonna snap off. Just like your buddy did the last time. Maybe that's what happens. Don't they learn? Aren't they stinking
No,
smart?
no, they are not. That's part of the problem. That's also why we use them as test articles all the damn time.
Like, why did you run all the way next to me
Are
and
you
way over
changing the
there?
bait daily? Are you changing the bait daily?
No, I'm not.
You should change the bait daily because if there's like one day you put it out and he obviously doesn't like it, change it to something else the next day. Because eventually you'll find something that will get him to bite.
But they love Tootsie Rolls.
Well, they do love Tootsie Rolls, but not him apparently. He's probably you know what? He's probably got diabetes.
How does he not like peanut butter though?
That's a good question. I don't know. Peanut butter should be really good.
Yeah, peanut butter's like the main attraction. I really want him to. I mean, he went running back to his where they usually go to and from. So hopefully he'll get hungry and come in.
Get
But
hungry.
but that's the thing. I've been up. I haven't been up here hardly at all, and he hasn't come out. But yet, because there's been a few days that I have come up here, and I've just kind of just barely been up here, and he hasn't been around. He's been somewhere else. And then all of a sudden tonight, out of all nights, when
He's come on. He's trying
he
to watch
came
the
out,
show, man. Damn.
he's trying to get his head knocked off.
He's trying to watch the show. You got to let him watch the show, brah.
I don't want to deal with glue traps. I really don't. I hate those glue traps.
I have got to show you guys some videos of these planes flying. These things are so impressive. Like, dude, I actually did take a video. I haven't put it up yet because I'm a little embarrassed by it, but not really. I mean, the plane did good and shit. It just could have done better. I don't want you guys to get thinking like, wow, he's all hyped for that. That thing on that's special. and and they really are. Every single one of these flies, freaking amazing. These are, yeah.
I
Except
mean,
this.
he ran right by the damn traps. He ran by. He ran in between
Dude,
those two, and he
it's
ran
like
in
a
between.
secret in them mouse, man. He's like an intelligent mouse. He knows the deal, dog. He knows the deal.
Why do I gotta put this thing for? Like, I just left him out. Like, you have no fear. You ran all the way over next to me. Like, you don't keep to the side of a wall like most of them. That's why I just set him out on the floor.
Somebody's maybe that's the one that actually was somebody's pet. So he really is kind of like, you gonna feed me? I know that's not a I know that's a trap. That's why I ain't going over there. You gonna feed me? We talk about this.
I'm gonna
Let's
feed
talk.
him. I'm gonna feed him this fucking knuckle sandwich.
So I did like, okay, wait, let me get on this. So like he's got the bait. He's talking about his base is locked up, right? He's like, so now you want to talk about revamping the bases? You really want to do that?
I really just gotta get time.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't take no effort if you just go through and like, well, first of all, you want to close them. Some you were talking about closing a couple. I mean, if you close a couple, you got less to go through anyway. And then you close a couple, then you don't have, and then you can like look and see like, well, if I didn't got a mascot here, I do have a mascot here. I got this. Okay, I'll use the mascot name. That that's totally up to you. But
Yeah,
I mean, hell, you might want to call it EE once you pick the Eagles up there. You gonna have another Eagles? Wow, that's cool.
I really don't want to push this mousetrap because they're so stinking sensitive.
Get a cat. My cat would probably tear up that mouse.
Yeah, but I can't put the cat up in the insulation and all that stuff
That's true.
because I would truly like to put the cat in the insulation. He didn't run that way, did he? No, he didn't run
Build
that
you
way.
one of those shoebox traps, then you'll get him. Because those inquisitive little bastards always seem to go inside those things too.
I'd like to build a bucket and have it filled with water and then just drown this own bitch.
You can talk about many ways of killing it, but right now he's outsmarting your ass. So
He is, and I'm a little blown away at that.
dude came right up on in on the show, like looking at how y'all doing. What y'all doing? Y'all watch the show? Hey, let's get on this. And then left.
He just straight up like said deuces. Like didn't even touch the trap, didn't even set it off. Didn't even, well, you might have moved this one, but that's dumb. Like, how did you move it
That's
without
dumb.
setting it off and or eating it?
So let's see here. So this is
It's interesting.
so yeah. Oh, so wait. While I'm thinking about it here, also, it's September, people. September 1st.
Yep,
Remember that
30
shit,
days.
September.
30 days.
Um, the hybrids I want to talk about. I just want to touch on this because it kind of struck me as um okay, like when we were talking about it, our versions and especially the one that I was illustrating, right? Um, what I wanted to mention was this is like, okay, I said all these that I've been building are flying good, right? Except for this one, because it's built on notebook paper. This one does fly okay. Um, it's a little bit loose though because it's notebook paper. But I wanted to test it because I was like, if this plane truly flies good, it'll fly good built out of notebook paper, like we used to do, like we was in school, right? So it does fly all right as long as there's no wind and you throw it kind of light. And I was thinking, okay, so if you hybridize it, it'd be stronger, right? So you put like something on the inside and strengthen it up, right? But my question was on the hybrids, why would you do that? What's the point to making a notebook sheet of paper plain, then putting a whole bunch of shit on the inside of it so it stiffens it up? Why not just make it out of the shit that you're making out of the inside of the plane? I mean, do you need notebook paper skin? What's the point, right? Why bother? Why bother? You could just make the plane out of the shit that you're gonna firm it up with in the middle. I mean, not if it's cardboard, but you ain't gonna do that. I just mean like if it's stronger paper, whatever it is, Dodge paper, like we like to talk about. If it's cardstock, that's one thing, and maybe it's too thick that you wouldn't build a plane out of it. But yeah, why go that route? Why would you cover up, why waste the one sheet when you can be like, well, damn, it might be really good at the stuff that's in the inside. So is there a point? Is it worth it? That's all I was getting at. Was I just wanted to pose that question. Basically, was like, is it worth it?
Is it worth it?
Rats.
Let me twerk it. I can't
I
believe
ain't
how
seen rats in a
simple.
long time.
I can't believe how simple Ekron is either.
It's simple.
It's so
Like,
simple.
so you could almost kick yourself for like, why the hell did I think of this one sooner?
Yeah, that's part of it, but it's like it's kind of disappointing in a way too. Like it's
Sometimes, dude, like, I think Robert has said this before, actually. It's funny. But, like, sometimes you have to take a step back to take those steps forward.
yeah, because I mean Firecat, we've gotten that one pretty intricate. Now Dagger, on the other hand, it's got some technology to it. You know,
Right.
just straight
Right.
up built into it. So it's kind of neat, you know. And I built that one right at the same time. So I know my see sometimes I'm just kicking myself in the freaking butt, man. I'm like, why? Why am I building these simple planes when I need to be building like the next generation of
Maybe you're on the
designs?
verge. Maybe you're on the verge. Maybe you're on the verge. I mean, you were talking about that. Like you were saying, like you're talking about like, taping them and painting them and experimenting with like if they'll make it through snow and weather and so on and so forth. And maybe that's it. Maybe you're on the cusp of discovering this. I mean, Ekron is like a new thing for you still.
It is new,
So
but it's so simple. I mean, Ekron is the only it's not even difficult. The only difference is is that I made it out of a square and I've upscaled it and they all fly great because all I'm doing is taking the square and just making it bigger.
yeah, the Diamant's like I built these things. These are made out of squares.
Yeah,
But then again, so is Wasp, Banshee, and who's
Wyvern
the other one? Goblin.
got Wyvern.
No, Wyvern's not made out of square.
So what is
Wyvern
Wyvern?
looks. Wyvern ends up looking like it's made out of a square, but it's not made out of a square.
What is it made out of then?
That's a regular damn sheet of paper. That is a regular one of these right here.
How do you get it to look like that?
It's a lot. It's a lot of condensation. You gotta break it down. It's like your ninja, man. You do the same thing with ninja to a degree, don't you?
I do, and that took a lot of work. Ninja took a lot of work. See, that's the other thing. I got Ninja to work with too. Oh my goodness. I might I might take that technology out of Ninja and see if it makes a difference. Do you know how it has rifle?
Yeah,
I might
yeah.
try to take rifle out and see how well it does.
Damn, dude, those planes are getting wet. It is humid over here.
Yeah, you know
Shoot.
what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's weird. Well, I mean it's not. I mean because I know stinking humidity. I know what it is, but
Well, I don't run my dehumidifier down here all day. I only run it. That's the noise you might have been hearing earlier on because I just wanted to get it out of the air, and it's out now because it's like around 50%. So they'll be fine in that. I just don't want to get it above like 67. Then it gets a little wet. Starts getting wet on them. So which
yeah,
means I don't need to
we
run it
keep
the whole time.
ours.
It never
Yeah, we
gets
keep
that
ours
wet.
on in the basement. We keep ours on quite a bit.
Yeah,
Um, because for me it just starts smelling musty down there.
it's a basement. It kind of will. Yeah,
And
it's
if
just
if
going to
you,
do that.
yeah, but if we run the dehumidifier, it just doesn't.
Yeah, you
It
take
just
that moisture out the area. You get rid of it pretty good that way. It's true. It's true. It's
yeah,
true.
it just doesn't smell as bad down there doing it that way. So for me, I just that's what we do. And I don't run it. I obviously don't go down there and dump it out every time it needs, because I don't think I've dumped it in probably a day or so. But yeah, I need to go do it tomorrow. Just because I'll probably walk down there sometime in the morning and it'll probably like get that smell that I'm just like ah. Because to me it's more like a mold smell and I hate that smell. Like it freaks me out and I don't want to deal with it, especially having
It's not
humidity.
mold. It's just must because it's a basement. It's
I
not that bad.
understand that, but I don't like it.
Well, fine.
I don't like it at all, one bit.
At all. Okay, okay, we got you. We got you. Run it until you make it dry as bones. Well,
Yeah,
you can't really.
yeah, I
You
can't
can't
really
really.
completely do that though. That's the problem.
Y'all watching the show down south, going, "The hell is a basement?"
Yeah, I do miss my basements.
Did somebody? We were talking about New Orleans today because we were picking on our truck driver. Oh, a little bit of tangent for me. We were picking on our truck driver because they came in. Like it's funny if y'all remember the snowstorms they were having earlier this year that like closed Texas. Basically, remember that?
Yep.
Um, they were telling us like, yeah, we can't go to Texas. They had some cold, and it's just funny how it kept them closed for like 2 solid months. They couldn't take shit down there, but they just had a hurricane down there, 13 inches of water, 13 inches of rain, 1.3 million people without power for 3 solid days going on now, 106-degree heat index, $13 billion worth of damage, but they'll still take shit down there. It's like New Orleans ain't closed. Apparently, they're not closed. They'll take shit down there, but
Yeah.
they closed Texas because it was cold for 3 months, for 2 months. I'm like, this bullshit, dude. Y'all, what the hell, dude?
Yeah.
Fucking nuts.
It's yeah, it's weird.
But he was asking like, yeah, why don't people down there have basements? I like they do. They call them indoor pools because like, no, you dig anywhere below 6 inches, you gonna hit water.
Yeah. That's the way it is.
The way it is.
That's why you have to build up the to build a house. You can't even just build like at ground level. You have to build and put sand and dirt and all kinds of stuff on your lot
That's
before you,
right.
and then you have to compact it down and then you have to let it settle and then you know then you can start pouring concrete. That's why all the houses in Florida sit up on a hill and everything floods down to the rest of their yard
Smart people.
because they put dirt in a square on their property and they put a house on it. And it's just it's so dumb though. What are you doing? Just,
They're all coming in for a landing. I'm just bringing them back.
yeah, apparently.
Oh, I got stuck on the light. Yep, just bringing them back in. Does that look cool from a distance?
It does. They just kind of slingshot in there, and that's kind of what they
I'm
do.
telling you, man, these planes. I like this is like what Mark always talks about. He gets like Mark when you say like you got excited about the design or whatever. Yeah, this exciting. These little birds. Yeah, this is good days at Sill, but these are yeah, these are hot. These are freaking hot. Can I say it's so quick to build a test fleet. Like I guess there's so many of them now. It's like, well, I got to kick a plane out of a box somewhere so they can all go somewhere and test. Of course, they've all basically been outside, but just not
See,
like
I
together.
wonder if I could trap that little guy in here.
And where?
How would I trap him in?
A box?
Yeah, how do I trap him in?
Well, various ways. I mean, seriously, it's not that hard. They're not. I mean, okay, he's a super smart little bunny, mousy rabbit, but he like there's got to be ways to do it. He said the bucket trick, the garbage can trick, you know. Uh, I mean, seriously, there's got to be ways. I refuse to believe he's smart enough that keeps getting away from you all the damn time. You
I'm
know.
surprised he hasn't taken the peanut butter or the Tootsie Rolls. Like, why? Like, you think that leaving a Tootsie Roll out for like a week, will, like he'll come get it.
Well, again, that's what I'm saying. It's like a week though. If he's that smart, then he's probably like, need something more. I got to take something home to the wife and kids.
But there's four of them.
Well, there used to be. You said you got a couple, right?
No, I mean, he hadn't messed with them.
Oh,
I thought he did, but I don't think he messed with them.
he messed with any of
No, he
them.
hasn't touched a single one of them.
Like I said, maybe you got a diabetic mouth.
That's some stupid stuff, man. Don't be playing with me.
Wilford Mousely.
I just,
I'm Wilford Mouse, and I have diabetes.
didn't he die?
Yeah, he did. Probably of diabetes. But I mean, the whole point was, I think he's dead.
Yeah, I think he did.
Wilford Beatus, and I have diabetes. Ah. So now I got all this, all this exciting stuff about these damn things. I'm trying to figure out, like, is that the way? Is that what I'm going to do with this crap? Am I gonna build the next plane that I'm going to build? Like we were talking about before, these old ones. Am I going to like start cutting down my fuselages again because I need to make smaller fuselages? You should work on that. You don't do that too often, do you? Or do you
No.
do big ones?
I mean, whatever I fold it to, but I don't have a standard size.
You don't have a standard. Okay, that'd be like that'd be telling OAE to do it because he never makes. He
Oh,
usually, his 1 inch tall fuselages. He hardly ever makes a short one.
yeah, no, I
So
don't. I don't.
homeboy should be back in school if that's who you're talking about. I mean, because just thinking about it, like if you were to make Ekron or Viper or
Where was
or
he?
or
Where was? What country was he in?
India,
He was in India.
just north of Bangladesh.
Oh, okay.
So he's like on the extreme eastern end of India.
Yeah. Wow. And how in the world did he find it? How did he find us? Not that I care, but that's.
Not that I care. Well, you kind of care. I'm kind of interested to figure that one out.
I mean, yeah, I kind of do, but it's just weird. Like, how did you find us, Robert?
Robert, do we go like, yeah, this kind of goes way back. I don't know if he was picking on, like, he might have, when we were infrequenting, like 4 or 5 of our years ago, when we were actually making shows like infrequently and shit, when we should have been doing this for real, but we didn't because we had problems. But like, I think he was even in back then. And then I made a couple shows about like built a couple of videos, just like the flight videos. I put up almost all of our flight videos or whatever, and then he started making comments on them. So
Well, yeah, I remember that, but like, what were you looking for, and how in the world did you find us?
you remember, man? You remember we asked this question a while back. We did the same thing. Like, we got to figure out how people locate us. Like, yeah, we do. How do they do that?
I need one of those paper edge cutters.
What do you mean? The long things?
Yeah, like the boards with the
Oh yeah, with the zombie deheaders on them.
yeah. I need one
Yeah,
of
those are
those
not.
so I can just
Those are not.
straighten up this paper.
You mean your wheel? Your wheel won't work?
I mean,
You got a ruler. You get a wheel. You should be able to get it work.
I don't
And see,
understand. I don't understand how this is not straight though.
what do you like looking at it on? Because I can't see it.
It is straight.
It is. Are you looking at it on the edge or something like that? Oh,
Yeah, like it's straight. I mean, it's like Like,
See, and
we,
Robert, that's kind of true. That's kind of true. It's like paper airplane people will find other paper airplane people. Because I mean, I don't know how it was, but like our channel has gotten like I don't know if it's still there, but I do remember like way back looking, and then other channels like other pages had linked to a couple of our videos in our channels. You know, so like they were on a group. I have no idea who the hell they were. You know, it was like some kids about making paper airplanes in there. So, but they knew where to look. You know, they found us. So it's like, and kind of like what I wanted IFPAC to be. What IFPAC is, if you look at us, if you look at the YouTube channel, I try to link every channel out there that can be available, to, like flight, you know, paper flight. If there's a new one, I like to try to find it. I don't try to like do every single channel because some of them like concentrate more on like critter origami or something like that. And
yeah.
origami, definitely cool. I'm not turning it down. I'm just saying like I want to concentrate on the planes, not so much as just like the full craft. So were you gonna like turn that into something? Is that why you were wondering why it wasn't looking straight? Or
I don't know what you're talking about.
well, look at what we have here. People, he's building. Are we building something together? He's building something. You got an idea.
I don't really have an idea.
Um
Why do I start off the same two ways every single time?
I would really hope that you would like find some brand new inspiration idea on the show once in front of us. I'd like any of us to do that. Really, you know, like just
Well, I
like,
built
hey, I
that
got
other
this
one.
idea,
I built that other one last week.
right?
But why? Why do I have to start off with one of two folds? Why?
Well, you don't
And
have
then,
to.
I don't have to, but why do I keep doing it? And why
I mean,
do I keep
well, like, hey, like I said, you want to know like different ways. Like, use your cuts, man. Just like instead of like folding, make some cuts and get it first, and then see what you can do.
it ain't trying to cut none?
Well, I don't mean like okay, I don't mean go. Yeah, I know you're Mr. Non-committal cuddle, but I mean like, and Robert told me about this. I don't mean like going all like the Pink Widow here. Okay, I don't mean making the entire body, but I'm just saying like you could do the trailing edge, for example. You could cut it, you could scallop it, you could saw a tooth edge it, you could, you know, rhomboid it, something like this, right? But then you could fold the front end and be like, or like cut it, and then how can I make the front meet the back and make this work?
Okay, so
You know what I'm saying?
let's do that. Let's do this.
Oh my God, what happened to this? Gotta think beyond your means.
Hang now.
Pink Widow, I gotta get him out of there. I think. I think I gotta get him out of there. Yeah, I gotta get him out of there. See, and I think like one of you guys, any of you guys, I'll be included, be able to come across a plane when you're out watching us, and like we talk about our ideas, or you see somebody else brings out something. By the way, Robert, I watched the little short you did on, was it the owl? Ironically, the little blue triangle you was flying. Those are some pretty good damn flights, dude.
So if I cut it down to here,
It was a short. I mean, I don't know if it was officially a short, but it was a short clip. Well, that's like 20 seconds. Pretty good flights out of that damn thing. I must say, I had no idea these were this bad. Working it, man. I'm working it. And once he figures out what kind of planes he's got in spot, oh my God, yeah, we expect big things out of you yet because we still don't even know what's based at Hamlin for crying out loud. The one you just came from. You got
hush.
stuff. You got it here, and you got it there, and you got nothing. We'll take this line out for right now until he figures out what the hell. Why? Why? Dude, it came out better the way it did. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Came out looking good the way it was. Hamlin ain't got no mascots, ain't got no squadrons, ain't got no love. Just hanging out there. Well, I got a base there, but I don't know what's doing. Don't know what it's
Yeah, pretty much.
doing. But that's what you're working on. So
Is it?
I think so. I don't know for sure, but it sounds like you know it's got to be taken care of. Oh, that's ugly. Ugly all day. Well, how did you manage to get it horizontal then? Basically what they're saying, oh my God, it's like if you took a real camera and then instead of like landscaped it, you portraited it, they'd still accept it as a short as long as it was under a certain duration. So they really don't know. They expect you to kind of obviously Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever the fuck it is, but like okay, because that's what it is. But you can only be done on your phone. But if you got a way of making it look like it was done on a phone, you can still do it. And this is to say you can't freaking turn your phone 90 degrees. I mean, when we fly planes, a lot of times what we like to see is them gliding away. So it is better to see them in the landscape other than the portrait, unless you've got an interceptor and you're throwing it up. So it like I personally like seeing stuff in landscape mode. I hate portrait mode, dude. You miss so much crap to the left and right, and usually you're not missing anything up and down, especially outside. I mean, life happens at eye level. What the hell's going on in the sky? I mean, yeah, the UFO might be up there, but yeah, the zombie might be crawling out of the ground. I'll take that hit. Just do it in landscape, damn it. So stupid. I remember I posted that one video and like, yep, here I am, the idiot doing it on my phone. The last video I did do on my phone, ironically enough, but I had it in landscape mode because I hate that shit. I'll probably post it up there because there
Yeah, I
is,
had a
I
few
think
on
there,
my phone, but
yeah, you did.
I did it in landscape.
There are well, sometimes it's like, dude, I'm at work, okay? I mean, I understand why people use the phones, but it's like if I'm going to film or some shit, I'm going to film with the camera. I'm
Yep.
not filming with the freaking phone. Do you see this? Look at this little bastard. Where'd you go? Come here.
What in the world are you talking about?
There was a spider. He's a cool looking spider.
He's a dead looking spider.
No, he's still alive. I wouldn't kill that one. But I do know where he is, so I know where he is. There you go. There you go. There goes. All right, cool. He survived. Um,
You dead spider. Hear that mouse? You be a dead mouse. Keep playing around with me. Keep
Would he
playing around
now?
with me. I want to shoot you.
Well, then he would just crawl inside your computer tower. No, but like I understand why people be talking about like if you do have your phone is handy. I mean, a lot of people, myself included, carry it, so it's like, well, there it is, and I had to get it filmed because I wanted you guys to see what I was hyping up. So, I mean, eventually, of course, I'll get them out there and get them flying,
Well, I think I
and
built
obviously
another
not
interceptor, but this is interesting.
not the one that flew into the pond. Did you hear about that, Mark? Did I mention that to you? Did you
No,
watch my clip?
no,
Oh, like
no.
I think it was last week. I said like I built one at work, 21-2 here, and on its second flight, it flew into the pond, so it's dead. I watched it sink. It's
Oh, that
sunk,
sucks.
man. Flight number 2, I lost it.
See, this is.
Freaking
I hate it when I can't. It's not even even. It's not
That's what
even
scissors are
even.
for.
it's not
You
that.
make too many folds, you're gonna probably catch yourself out.
Yeah, it's like this is like super off though.
Not just off, super off.
But that's mostly because of this stinking cut that I made. Yeah, it's yeah, yeah. My mascot might be the owls.
What? Why are you doing this to me?
I might do
Well,
that.
this is all on number 10, isn't it? Well, let's see if I can change this.
This has got to be another interceptor because this is like super crazy. I don't know if I want to do this again though. I don't even like this. Because see, that's another thing is that not only does it have to fly, but I have to like the way it looks.
Well,
You gotta
yeah,
like
that usually is
that
important.
whole Men's Warehouse. You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it. That kind of thing. Like, yeah, I
Yeah.
have to like the way it looks. Like, even if I go
And
inside and
are you saying you don't like the way it looks?
I don't like the way this looks at all. Like, this is not even like seemingly. That just looks. I don't even know if I want to call this a. Yeah, I'm done with that. Yeah,
Sometimes,
I'm not even finishing that one, guys. I'm sorry. I tried. I'm not
sometimes
finishing that one.
ideas are, sometimes ideas are stillborn.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
that one died. That one died
Well,
right
wait,
after.
wait, wait. Before you trash it, though, before you completely trash it, was there anything about it you did like?
No,
God. Well,
there
you
was
had an
no.
idea when you started out.
Oh
Where
no,
did
I
where
didn't.
did you
I
lose
really
it?
didn't. I lost it when I made that cut, and that cut
Oh,
wasn't even. And even though it was even, the folds after that weren't even. And I like landscape too, but I ain't trying to fold landscape, and I ain't trying to do movies in landscape. I mean, I will, but I am
fine, be that
literally
way.
just gonna take the camera and record though,
I get.
which I need a new
I don't
camera
understand.
anyways.
What I kind of don't get about that is like if you're using your phone, right? The lens is a lens. It's a round lens. Doesn't matter what size it is. The lens is round. It's software that makes it portrait or landscape. So
Correct.
it could actually film your stupid camera phone on landscape while you're holding it like the rectangular frying pan that it is. But they choose not to do it. I think it's the dumbest thing ever. It's like,
Yeah,
why don't you just,
they want you to make it look like a rectangle.
yeah. I think that is so stupid.
Well,
But then again, what the hell do I know?
but it's also like you could make it an option in the phone, like you push a button, like when you start recording, like
Yeah,
or before you start recording to decide what mode you want to record in. But,
but
but even then, like you still have people that aren't, they're not that smart.
yeah, I
Um,
mean
the
they might
other,
be phone smart, but that's it.
well, and that's the other thing. Like my daughter was really phone smart today, and I was like, oh my goodness, you don't even have a phone. How in the world did you figure that out?
People
Like,
can be phone smart. Yeah.
like, and that's what's blowing my mind about these kids is that like my kids don't have cell phones. They're not getting cell phones anytime soon. And yet you can hand them a cell phone and they can figure it out in 15 seconds.
Because they like to push on things.
But I just it blew my mind. Like I don't even get it.
Right, right.
But the stuff that I do and the stuff that I know like confuses them. Is it more complex ideas?
Stop
More,
confusing me, Daddy.
is it more complex thinking? Is it more like, is it just, I mean, half of it's just experience. Is it?
Sure.
Trying to,
Why the hell won't it let me
you
do
know,
that?
build an application, in Microsoft Power Apps and use the code that I needed to use to get the app to do what I needed to do.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, that would be way better than Access if we could get it, if we could find a way to get SharePoint. Like, how do we even get SharePoint for free? Like, I don't even think we can.
Oh, there's probably a way. There's got to be. There's always a way, man. There's always a way.
How to get a free Microsoft SharePoint.
Corporation license. Pretend we're the corporation since we are. Uh, Student license, maybe. There's got to be a way without getting a crack.
Like, can you, like, I'm just curious. Because if that happens, if SharePoint happens, we just
Then
opened up
we
a
have.
whole new, we just opened up a whole new world.
I don't know. We don't want to go Disney now.
It's a new fantastic point of view.
That's cool. I'll take that. I'll take that, man. I'll take that.
No one to tell us no or where to go. But hey, I could be dreaming.
You could be. You could be. But I'm gonna
just,
say you're
I'm
not.
just, I'm just flipping the words around a little bit to avoid copyright.
Well, as long as you say it and you don't sing it, you're okay. It's kind of like the what did they say about like the happy birthday song is like that bad,
Yeah,
like it really bad. Yeah, well,
that's
screw
why all the
you.
that's why all the restaurants sing it the way they do.
Right. Why? Because every restaurant somewhere's got someone else like patent police stationed in them in case they do it, and like, no, no, you owe me $400,000.
Nope, it has something to do with their licensing.
Well, I know, but that's what I mean. It's like, dude that owns it's got to be present in the place to say like, that's my song, can't sing it. You owe me $400,000. Like everywhere he goes, you don't have patent police, man.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
if he went
think.
into one, then he knows that hey, the whole corporation's doing it that way.
Yeah, yeah, quite possibly.
So it's like, oh, well, if you're
Although, but
allowing,
in it by the same token, isn't the he we're talking about here like dead or something like that? Or
maybe, but somebody in the
uh,
family,
yeah, true.
you know, has got that patent still going.
Oh my God, Avi's here. Avi, are you cutting school? What are you doing? Well, dude, ironically enough, that plane that Mark was building right there would have been perfect for a rubber band launch because apparently it had a shit ton of weight up in the front and nothing else, but it had a big wing. So it would have been very supportive. But Mark said, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
But he did get another sheet. So maybe we could try again. Okay. How about this, Mark? Let's do this. All right. Here's a standard size sheet, right? What looks like you were practicing how to read or how to write. Was it how to write? Looks like how to write. Okay. Do you remember how to write? T. Okay, so you want to know something different? Let's do
We don't
something
have
different.
school. I mean, well, then what happened?
Let's do something different. Let's do something different. I know you say like you always start with the same folds, right? Okay. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do you one step. All right, come on. Fold with me, bro. Fold with me. Let's do this.
Anybody got time for that?
Come on,
What,
get
that
on in it.
way?
Get on
That
in this.
that that way?
You're gonna join me. You're gonna join me. Come on.
All right. Well, let me get something a little less thick than this.
Oh, is that thick? Okay. Okay.
This is a little
There
bit.
we go. Get
It's
something a
not.
little less thick.
Yeah, it's a little thicker than worksheet paper, like than, but it's not as thick as Dodge paper.
Okay, that's cool because
So
we
it's
about
like
to
an
do
in,
something.
it's like an in between, and it's just like, has this got any personal? So
Like, what the hell is it gonna have on there?
I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't have like address or anything like that. Oh, this is from Florida, so no, no, I don't have. Okay, I just don't want it.
Hey,
What
you
is it?
said you were gonna be back to school this week.
Okay, so you said that way.
Yeah, so yeah, well, do landscape. Well, landscape, but it's actually the profile there. So yeah. Maybe never. It is a standard size sheet, right?
Yes,
Okay.
that is yes.
Sorry, I was working on the sheets a little bit in the background. People, forgive me. Some stupid ass reason when you use the
And they fold it
superscript
up and
in
throw
the
it in the
text. Well, when you use the superscript in the text, right? So it's like the 6/16, for example, when it does a th, it's superscripts. Some odd reason, if you go and you like select in your worksheet, you select all the cells, and you want to change, say, the size of the font, it will change everyone except where the superscript is. Then you have to go back and change every freaking cell individually where the superscript is. It's so ridiculous.
Oh, that is dumb. You can't change
Yeah.
superscript itself.
Yeah. I don't know why, dude. Yeah, I know, man. Toda is tearing it up, isn't he? Dude, he put like 4 videos up a day. Man, where'd he find all this time on his hands? God, he's got a lot of ideas to share. I'm grateful for that, but damn, he's making us look bad. We're sitting there doing one a week. He's doing 4 a day. Hope he didn't find out he's got something fatal. He's just trying to get all his ideas out there for posterity. I'll pray for you, Mr. Toda. Anyway, so okay, you got this, right? Okay. And I know you're gonna hate me for this, but you'll see why in a minute. So do you standard triangle, okay?
Freaking yep. See, I'm already not with you on this.
Well, no, you're gonna be the next step. I promise you. The
Yeah, but
next
the
step,
next step, like I'm already not into it.
dude. No, trust me on this one, okay? Trust me on this one. All right, you got your triangle.
Yeah,
All right.
you you're building a bus. I got you. I
Yeah.
mean, that's
Oh, I
that's where
promise
we're
you.
starting.
I promise you, it will be anything but the bus. Okay, I promise.
This is exactly where we're starting.
he thought it was gonna be something new and improved. It is gonna be something new and improved. It just looks basic.
Okay, next.
Okay, next, you unfold those, right? You got them like this.
Wait, you unfold them? Oh,
Well, yeah, unfold them so they're back to
no, I
flat
ain't
like it was your first fold.
unfolding none.
Stop it, stop it. Only because you can't do what you're about to do. See this? See
Oh,
this?
I guess
Cut
it's.
those triangles off.
Dagnabbit, why?
Cut those triangles right the hell out.
All right, people, I'm doing it. Not that I want to.
Cut those
I really.
triangles right out. Now see, now you're starting out with a plane that's already lost about a fifth of its weight.
Why do I have a gnat all of a sudden flying around my face?
Because your light's on, bro.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now I will take it. Okay. Unfold it. Right. Okay. How do we want to do this? I'll tell you how we're going to do this. Wait. I'll tell you how we're going to do this. All right. So give yourself the fold down, but don't take it all the way down.
Okay,
Okay.
Ekron, gotcha.
Yeah. Ekron does this. Okay.
Yeah.
You haven't put how to build on Ekron. You haven't showed me that one yet, so I don't know.
No, you start it at the tip, and then it flares out.
Okay. Let's go. Well, this one's gonna do the same thing. All right.
So we're just building a big Ekron.
Yeah, but we're gonna change this, bruh. Change this, bruh.
Start there, flare out there. Okay.
You can make it where you want. Obviously, if you want to kind of get a gauge here, I've got it at.
No, I got you. I know what you were. trying to do.
Okay. It's about 2.5 inches right here at the trailing edge where the pocket is. So, but it's at the tip. So I mean, if you're trying to follow it, but it ain't got to be exact. Like you said, you know, because Ekron does it. So you just taking it out.
All right, just gotta get this center fold back to where, because I went the opposite direction of what I normally do. So
You know some. You know something else. You know something else I discovered. Or I had an idea of too, Robert. This is kind of like in line with something you were thinking, or like your kind of planes. And I may just start doing this too. Also, I was thinking of filler. I was thinking of something to fill the planes with. Because ironically enough, I was thinking of a way to like one of these, for example. I keep taping the nose, and Mark always tapes like he like in a true Mark. A bunch of years like to tape the body. You tape the body.
on occasion, yeah, I'll tape the body together,
Okay,
like, or
so
I'll tape it at the fuselage, not the fuselage, the wing pockets.
the wing pockets. Okay,
Yeah,
right.
I'll tape those down if they're poofing up too much, or I'll tape the body together like in the center. Um, Sometimes I'll put a piece on the back to hold it together if it's really bad, but then
That's
that
yeah,
that's
yeah,
pushing it.
right. So like in case you want to do the whole thing, right? Okay. So what I thought about was kind of like what Robert does, and kind of like what you do is like taping it, right? But taping it in the front and the very back only, and then it would kind of have to be like a bigger fuselage than I'm used to making, but not as big as OAE's, I think, but maybe. Anyway, and then filling the fuselage with something. I don't know what, something. Actually, in my mind, ironically, I went to toilet paper at first because I know it's light, but it will prevent a little bit of structure, right? And then causing the main body to round out, to poof out, to fill out where that thing is, but it closes itself back at the back and the front.
That's interesting. Okay,
I was
next.
like, I wonder how that would work. Anyway, okay. So next, all right, you got that fold, right? Okay, so you got to take it back out there. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that nose and fold it back to the trailing edge.
Oh my goodness, I saw that coming. I saw the way you were holding the paper, and did you fold
Well,
it? Wait.
I fold it so that it's outside, so the wing
Okay.
pockets
Yep.
that you made are on
Yep. I got you.
outside. Okay.
Yep. I got you. That's the way
Okay.
I'm doing it. That's the way I was gonna do it, and that's why I was just checking. I need more light. That's official. I need more light. Okay. Next.
Okay. So then you're gonna take it and fold it back to the front end.
Oh my goodness, we're not doing that.
Now what you want to do is make sure you follow the nose up here, right? So you can see your crease, and that way you can keep it straight. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Okay. So
Yeah.
like just make sure you're doing that before you crease it. And make that fold like say, I don't know, about 1.5 inches. About 1.5 inches. Say 1.5 inches. Because that's what it looks like for me.
Oh. What about 3/4?
That'll work. That'd be exact. I mean, I don't know. I said it looked like 1.5 inches. I don't know what it is. Let's find out what it is. I know my measurements. It's 1.5 inches.
That's a lot.
It is a lot,
It's
but
an
you're
inch
gonna
and a
you're gonna
half
need it
from
because you're gonna need it because the next folds
to
are gonna
there.
bring that way down.
Let me see. Where are you measuring from?
I measured it was I took it apart and then like where that little step fold is, I just measured the inside step fold and it is 1.5 inches right there. So this little thing that folded in here is 1.5 inches.
Okay, I'm at an inch right now, and I need to go further.
I don't think it has to be exact, but yeah. I mean, if you want to follow along,
All right, so let's go there. Why does that look
I
so
mean,
much bigger than yours? Why does mine look bigger?
why does yours look big? Because it's the light. It's 8.5 wide at the back. How much nose? How much
Yep.
nose do we got in the front of the fold? I've got 2.5 inches. So from that line to here is 2.5 inches. If you need that as a guide, as well. from this line. You see what I'm seeing, right?
So that
There,
doesn't
that
make
line.
sense to me because I don't have that distance.
How much you got? It looks like you got it right. Seriously, from here, I
That's
can't tell because
not
you're
half.
really right at the edge.
I got 2 1/4. Oh, 2 1/2.
Well, that's close.
Yeah, that's 2 1/4 from this line to the nose.
That's close. That's
One,
close enough, I
two and a
think.
quarter. Yeah, I'll do that. I mean,
Okay.
otherwise.
That must mean yours is, like you said, this is probably, this fold here is probably a
Oh,
little bit
because
deep.
that's a little bit larger than an inch and a half.
Yeah,
That's why. Okay, so
yeah. So if you make, yeah, if you were to cut that back down to an inch and a half, you'll be okay.
let's do that.
And God
Let's
forbid, use your fingernails on them because you want to get those creases sharp, or else this thing will start, fucking up
No,
with
I
you.
got
It
you.
won't. It won't be so bad later on, honestly, because what are we building, Abby? We're making something a little bit different here because I'm just trying to test. I'm trying to give Mark a little something, little
Okay,
uh, ideas here.
it's called the Darkwing Duck.
The Darkwing Duck. I like it. Okay, you got it?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. We're gonna need to fold this in half this way, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that step fold is on the outside.
Yep.
Okay. Then let's take this, fold this down here to follow that wing fold, that nose fold that we just did in here. So it goes like straight back this way.
What?
See that?
No.
So like, yeah, that little where your nose goes here, like this line, it's just follow this fold just follows that line. Take it
So
right down there and then fold that in. Sometimes you can't make these too crisp because if you do, then they're gonna end up like being all wavy and
okay,
shit
so
when you
you're not
bust it out.
folding it over. You're just folding it on top of that. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Okay. And how come
Follow
all
along
my
if you want,
folds are
kids.
like even now, which is crazy. Like before, I couldn't get my folds even, and now all my folds are just
That's kind of
flippy.
part of the reason why I wanted to do this one is because I knew that if you do that step fold kind of helps you keep them even. It can poof you out, but it helps it does help it stay even. So
It's not like perfect back here, but it's pretty stinking
no,
close.
mine's not either. The little bitty delta diamond tips are not meeting up.
Well, mine are about to once I fix
But
that.
the wings do, and that's all
Okay,
really all that matters.
okay, what's next? Rona.
Damn it. All y'all people catching this Rona, dog. Okay, so you got it there? All right.
Yep.
So now, let's see. We'll do it this way first.
Got a peek.
Fold that little nose tip down just enough on the inside, just enough. It's probably going to poof a little bit, but that's okay. Just enough to be able to tuck it into the pocket you created because you're going to tuck it inside that.
Like all the way?
Well, no, I only took it in like it's really a little bit. Um, Here, I'll show you how. Let me measure it so you can see how far back I folded it. I folded it an inch and a half back. So yeah, I took the tip, just folded an inch and a half back. So just the tip slides into the pocket. Yeah, that's how we like them, baby. You're gonna ask us quiz questions already? Yeah, you telling us you're not back in school. You ain't gonna have me believe you if you think got that.
Okay.
Okay. So now, all right, now that you got it like this way, um, okay, it's tucked in, you folded it, it's halfway.
Oh, wait.
The little tip you got.
I gotta fold it in half.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Okay, tucked in.
This way. Okay,
Okay.
yep.
Yeah, just like this,
Yep.
either side doesn't matter. Um, the one that's these little folds that are out here, right? Take the tip of that and fold it to the leading edge of your wing. Try to make it straight. I don't know if you can. I don't know how we can do that, but it's going to be.
What are you doing?
Actually, you know how it's working out is it's working out so that it kind of
Oh,
meets.
you're coming backwards. Okay.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Yeah. So at the tip, if you can see it, the tip is meeting where that step fold is at the leading edge. So all I did was take that tip up and fold it up there.
You just folded it along. Unfold it. And then fold it again.
I didn't care so much about the others. I just wanted to make the tip meet right there at this point.
Okay, you're doing that.
So
You're not making it. Okay.
no, it's not running. It's not running even at the leading edge here. There's a little bit of an angle, and it's not running. It's trying to run even. This line tries to run even with the keel. That's what we're trying to do. I don't know if it's going to work. I hope it does, though. Track it somehow. And of course, once you do that, do it the same thing on the opposite side. Hopefully, if you meet at the same place, you'll end up with the same result. Shit, it's a little bit off. I gotta make it come down a little bit. Just a hair. Follow along, kiddies. Sorry, we in this, folks. We in this. Making a, I mean, well, this is a new design to both of us. I don't think either one of us has done this. A worst day in my life? Damn, that's tough. Damn. Probably being born. I mean, come on, man. I was in a nice, warm, liquid-filled environment, and then I had this tragic shock being brought out into the cold, bright, couldn't open my eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. So what are we doing after that?
Okay, so you got those folds?
Yep.
Okay, so now, um, make some kind of a wing. Um, we're gonna put an upward slant to the back end a little bit.
Wait, what?
So, well, you know, like your spider slant, it slants down to the back.
Yeah, but you're going
I'm gonna go up. So
from the
we'll
snub.
take it, yeah, from the snub to the back, and like we'll take it. Ooh, okay. So you don't have to fold any of the nose that we
Yeah,
folded
you're
in.
just folding it from
Start
the
at the,
corner
yeah, yeah. Don't try to make that easy on us. You know what I'm saying? So,
down to the
and
back.
my angle in the back, if you want to keep track, is 1.5 inches. Oh, wait, well, I'm sorry, 1.25 inches. It's not that severe. And I can't think of a really, really worst day. I mean, like, seriously, worst day. That's a tough call. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people would like to say, like, when my sister died, or my wife died, or cat died, or whatever, but I haven't really any of that. And I'm a morbid motherfucker. It really doesn't. Yeah,
You sure
nobody
it's
like that.
1.25 or like a 1/4 inch?
No, it's one. My fuselage, the rudder I've got right now is 1.25 at the very back. Exactly. So that, yeah, that area right there, that's 1.25.
How in the world?
So I got it.
You're slanting down?
That's like it. That's up, 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 up. Like I said, not like your spider, the other way.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
They got your gold? Oh, you had gold? Well, why don't you share with the class? You guys do gold over there? That's cool. Wish I had gold. I mean, I got some, but I don't have like, I'm not like
Yeah, I got a
rich
little
and
bit.
stuff,
I got some money in. I got some money in gold stocks, but I don't have like
right?
gold bars.
Big ass medallions.
Yeah, I
Okay.
folded a little bit of the tip.
Did you? Oh, that's
Yeah,
not
I was trying to. I
because
was trying to get the daggone in piece. I was trying to get it to go to the end, and it went a little past.
yeah, that's all right.
It's not
All
alright.
right.
It looks like ridiculous, but whatever.
It could be, well, I mean, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult for the folds up there, but other than that, I don't think
Oh,
it'll be
you have the canards underneath. That's what you were doing.
that exactly. They're down there to help stabilize the aircraft, and they are a little bit off, aren't they? They're not straight.
They are not exactly, but they
Well,
are
then again,
pretty daggone.
we didn't make the fuselage straight either, though. But see, now you see where we're at with this, right? You see what it looks like, and this came from a regular sheet with our standard first fold. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can make something pretty cool
Oh my
out of the
goodness.
standard sheet with the standard first fold.
Anybody got time for that?
So now what we can do here, you got two-sided tape?
Nope.
I don't have any more left either. Use some regular tape here because we got to tape down these little fins right here real quick. So let's do this right here. Right here. And it's a good thing we didn't tape the plane down because we're gonna need to unfold that fuselage we just made. Because the best way to do this is to do this. Yeah.
Where are you taping them?
I'm taping the inside of basically like I'm laying it flat so I can tape the inside of the folded canard that we made down against the body and the wing just to keep it down.
So
That's
are
it.
you taping it from the leading edge all the way down past it?
Yeah, it's going down into the like I said, it's going on the wing. It's getting a little bit of the canard, of course, and it holds onto the wing. Then it gets onto the fuselage a little bit. It's not a big strip, but
Let
it's
me see.
enough to hold all that down.
Let me see the strip. Let me see.
Strip is about I can't cut paper tape. Jesus, look like that.
So a little bit. Oh, like a rectangle. Okay.
Yeah, a little like a rectangle.
Okay.
I got in your house. Damn, that sucks, dude.
What got in this house? So.
Well, I'm sorry, Avi.
Oh,
That would kind of suck.
that's what makes the world angry.
That's what makes the world sing. Yeah, yeah.
Why do you think?
Thieves, man.
Why do you think?
Especially
Where,
thieves taken
where
from
I live
people that
now.
don't have much to begin with. It's not like thieves ever robbed like LeBron James or some shit like that. They always rob people with like half of, nothing. It's like, why don't you go rob from rich people, damn it? Okay, so now that should hold you. Oh my God. That should hold your the canards down that we gave it. Yeah. All right.
You're putting it behind the canard, right? Like underneath the canard,
Yeah, underneath. Yeah, exactly.
underneath
And
underneath it.
that little
You,
channel that's created in there. Yes.
yeah, and
Yes.
then it's going past onto the wing.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, I just want to make sure that
Might
I'm.
need might need to actually put a little something at the back too because the back poofs out a little bit more than I intended to after that tape job. I don't know how yours came out. I might just do that with mine because mine I don't like that. I was like, hoping it would tape it down enough back here, and it's not doing that. I didn't really want to do this. Is this a new design, people? Well, yes, but I don't know what it is. It's just something we're making because trying to restore the faith in the basic principle of paper airplane making. This is just a basic sheet we're starting off with our basic first fold. Well, see, you can come up with something truly unique looking when you're done with it. And we still haven't taped the body yet because we're going to try to first, I guess, see if it works without it before we put it, and maybe NASAfy it and tape the whole thing shut. I got a severe downward curl to that freaking starboard or port wing. Jesus.
Yep.
Like it just curls down.
Yep.
All right.
Got one of them that's curls way more than the other.
Yeah, mine did that too. Cool. So anyway, yeah. What else do you think we should do with this?
I gotta date it.
Yeah, you got to date it at this point because
Where do you want to
before
go,
we do
bro?
anything else, it's going to be like impossible to not. We won't be able to date it anymore after this. But SE01 is pretty easy to put down. What is this? We don't know. But I will put a number one since I made the first shit on there. So, all right. Now, and I'm thinking because of the way we have this right now,
02.
we could do we could do any one of like a couple things with this. We can well first we could test it the way it is now before we do anything else.
Or we can try to end the show early.
We could do that. Yeah, we could do that.
We could do that. And I think that's what we should do.
Well, we could do that.
Since we gave you guys a build, we let you
We
know what was
we
going
did a
on.
build. We took the common plane a step further for everybody.
And then yeah, I know. That's why you gotta have security system, and that's why you gotta have guns. You gotta own guns, and you gotta shoot a mofo that wanna come in your house and steal your shit. I'm just saying. Um,
Right? You're just saying. You just gotta you gotta be, man. You gotta be.
yep, yep. Because that's why you say this is my people. These are my people, and this is my land. Okay.
Right?
So
Okay.
you say that, and then you go boom boom, and you shoot a mofo in the face. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
These are my people, and this is my land. And if you step foot, you're gonna lose a hand. So with that said,
With that said,
I hope that was a good sound effect for you guys.
probably was. I hope so.
That's probably gonna be the sound effect that I use.
You had to do something. What did you have to do? And what sound effect did you use?
Oh, that was me.
Oh. You had to do something. What did you All right. All right. So yeah, people. Um, Abby, sorry about your bad day, man.
Yeah.
Seriously. That would have to be the Ross day of your life. Um yeah, I'm a dick like that. Yeah, Robert, what'd you have to do? We had to build this. We had to build this. Do we have a name for it? Do we have an idea for it? No, not really. I said just got a build out there for y'all people and for Mark. Just
Yep.
like, hey, this is the plane. This is a way to take the plane a step further. So, yeah,
Indeed. But
indeed.
you guys,
We're making it a little bit shorter. We thank you for coming out here.
thank you, thank you, thank you. And always remember,
Keep flying.